Okay, so here we're going to be looking at car data set. And so we have two cars. The first one is all the cars from 2008, and the second is all the cars from 2018. So here's the data that we have. We have a couple thousand rows. We have all sorts of things like the number of cylinders, it looks like, the drive, the fuel, the sales area, et cetera, et cetera. Here we have an air pollution score, which we could do a lot of analysis on, and many other things like that, like miles per gallon, greenhouse gas score, and so forth. One thing that I wanted to show here is that there is a nice feature that is in Colab. This has nothing to do with Python itself, but if you click on this over here, you can look at a whole bunch of data. So you can say, I want to look at 100 per page, and then you can page down to, say, page 20 and look at SOB 9005. And you can do that, right inside of Colab without going anywhere else. Here's Cars 2018. Let's look at the shape. And now let's look at the info. Now, one thing that you see when you look at the info is that the two data sets are similar, but they're not identical. So for example, cylinders in Cars 2018 is a float, whereas in 2008, it's an object, which means essentially that it's a string, right? A piece of text, okay? And this is going to be an example for us of doing a lot of data pre-processing. Because if we wanted to combine these two, we have to line up all of these things. So here's another example. Here's sales area. And here it's called cert region. And so we would want to make all of these things the same. So we need to actually understand these things. And we would need a domain expert typically to do that. So we will do a few of them here. And so that will be the main point of this. Okay, and so we can do describe. We can ask, why does this only show two columns? And that's because there are only these two columns, display and unadjusted combined MPG, which are numbers. Everything else is a string, right? So remember that describe only gives us numbers. And then describe on 2018 gives us a few more, because a few more things like cylinder that are objects in the Cars 2008 are floats or numbers in Cars 2018. We can look at the number of unique things. And so one thing here is that some of these things are very small, 8, 2, 5, 3. And so we can think of these as categorical values, whether they're objects or integers. Same thing goes with 2018. So let's do some pre-processing. So first, let's assume that there's a whole bunch of stuff here that we don't want to look at. We're just going to go ahead and drop it. Okay. And here we're just confirming that we've actually dropped it. Here we're going to change sales area to cert region because we want it to match 2018. And so we run it just to make sure that cert region is there. Okay, now we're going to use this same piece of code that we've used in the past, which is going to lowercase everything, and it's going to replace space with underbar, okay? And so we're just going to look at this, and so you see, for example, cert region, which before was capitalized and there was a space in it, now it's lowercase. I should say that strip removes any spaces at the beginning or the end, which would confuse things as well. Let's say that we want to only work with California cars. So we just do our standard filter here. So we say we want all of the cars that are in California. That returns true, false for each one. Then we pass it to Cars 2008 itself, and then that creates a new Cars 2008 only with things from California. So here is California, 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 as you see we had from other states before. Okay, we can check for nulls, and we see that we have some nulls. If we wanted to, we could delete those. It depends on the analysis. So here we're going to go ahead and drop this. Okay, so here we get an interesting warning. Okay, the good important thing here is that this is a warning. It is not an error. Okay, so you can continue with a warning if you want, and we're going to go ahead and do that here, simply because it simplifies the coding. If we want to get rid of the error, then this code needs to be more complicated. Here, this will show us that the nulls are actually eliminated. So instead of having some nulls, we have no nulls. Okay, we check for duplicates, and it turns out that there are some rows that are duplicates. Here we're going to drop the duplicates. We get the same setting with copy warning. That's okay. And then we can eliminate those duplicates. So that's the end of this, and we'll continue by changing a bunch of other things.